lifestyle lawyer?
Yeah, so that's a great question, and it is, in a big sense, it's about earning more, working less. But what it's really about is about saying, this is the kind of life that I want, and that's okay, as woo-woo as that sounds. And we're now able to, it's not necessarily saying I don't want to work 40 hours a week, but rather saying, well, maybe I'm going to work from 9 to 2, and then I'm going to pick up the kids from school and do all the stuff, and then I'll work another 2 hours at night. These are things that we can do now because we're virtual, and because if you're not working for someone else, you can choose those hours. So it's not necessarily, working less per se, but it's working in a smart way, and in a way that you have control over your schedule and control over what you're doing and when you're doing it. And so there's a lot of lawyers in my course that are working full time. They're working more than the 2 hours a day. That's part of the name of my business. But that's okay, because you get to decide.
To do that, let's say you've got somebody who has, um, been in practice for 10 years already, either for themselves or otherwise, and they've still got student loans. They've now got 3 kids. They've got, the BMW that maybe they shouldn't have bought. Who knows? How do you backtrack from that? Because I can see starting out, if you follow a model that's successful and you create from the beginning, that it could be easier. But when you come with all the baggage, how do you turn that around?
Yeah, and that is definitely a challenge that a lot of people face. They know that they're in a position that they don't really want to be in, but now they've got all of these obligations, that go with it, and that definitely makes it a little bit trickier. I think that you're always trading off sort of the comfort and the guaranteed paycheck for the potential of something better. And one of the things that got me through the dark times in the beginning, I opened my law firm when I was 40. So I was really, I felt ancient at the time. I felt ancient, and I felt like I should be further ahead. And now my net worth, instead of it going up when I feel like everyone else's is going up, mine's actually going down. But I knew that the potential for it to skyrocket was there. And so if you can sort of hang on to knowing what the potential is going to be, then I think that that's going to help you. It's hard in the beginning, but it does start to get better.